Hey IQ Ninjas, welcome to the 5th installment of the U.S. History series. Today we'll be talking about the Louisiana Purchase, the Corps of Discovery, the War of 1812, and several other events in the early 1800s. Last time we talked about the presidencies of George Washington, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson. Most of the occurrences in this video happened under Jefferson, but there is one event that we should cover in Adams' terms. In June of 1800, the nation's capital moves from Philadelphia to Washington, D.C., per a secret deal made among Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and Thomas Jefferson, in which Hamilton's financial deal would pass in the House of Representatives and Madison's Residence Act would pass, which stated that the capital would move to along the Potomac River. In December of that same year, Jefferson and Aaron Burr tie votes in Congress, sending the vote to the House of Representatives. Early 1803, Thomas Jefferson purchased approximately 828,000 square miles from the French government, which doubles the size of the nation. The Louisiana Territory stretched from the Rocky Mountains to the Mississippi River and the Canadian border to the Gulf of Mexico. All or parts of 15 states were eventually created by the deal. The territory was originally controlled by Spain until they sold it to France in 1801. It was then that the American citizens and government became scared. Thomas Jefferson told the U.S. minister that, "The day France takes possession of New Orleans, we must marry ourselves to the British fleet and nation." President T.J. sent the U.S. minister and later James Monroe to buy New Orleans, but Napoleon simply asked if they wanted to purchase all the territory. It is thought that France's failure to put down a rebellion in Haiti, imminent war with Britain, and financial problems all led France to offer the sale. It was bought for $11.25 million. Jefferson's private secretary, Meriwether Lewis, and William Clark depart with several others on a trip to explore the new land all the way across the continent. Jefferson fully expected them to find active volcanoes, woolly mammoths, and mountains of pure salt. But instead, they found several hundred animal species unknown to science and almost 50 Native American Indian tribes. They reached the Pacific Ocean, split up, and re-merged on their way back. The Corps of Discovery, as it is often called, covered over 8,000 miles. Due to heightening tension on the seas with English and American sailors, President James Madison declares war on Great Britain in 1812, therefore starting the War of 1812. It is 1814 that British soldiers burn the nation's capital. The war ends in 1815 with a treaty that sets the boundaries for the U.S. and Canada. It is also important to note that a specific British siege of Fort McHenry in Baltimore Harbor gave Francis Scott Key the inspiration for the Star-Spangled Banner. Over the next few years, tension for the American Civil War begins to rise, and the Underground Railroad is established. And America declares war on Mexico in 1846. A few years earlier, Texas had declared independence from Mexico, and there was a dispute on whether Texas ended at the Nueces River or the Rio Grande. A bloody war, America gained around 500,000 square miles of territory. That's how we end this episode of Quantum Blackboard U.S. History. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, as well as go to quantumblackboard.com to watch more videos and become an IQ Ninja.